Mail Monday. How does it work, Grace?
It's time for Howie Carr's Hate Mail Monday. Let the hate flow through you.
Well, this is how it works, guys. Every week I go through all of Howie's fan mail. That includes Twitter, voicemails, emails, snail mail, whatever, blog postings.
Message boards.
Yeah, message boards. There's a lot of those. And we go through and we collect all of the fan mail and we read it on the air. And actually today, Howie, we have a lot of great voicemails to get through as well. But I want to start, Howie kind of gave me an easy layup here.
Incidentally, Grace, you were mentioning the Golden Globe ratings. They're out now.
Oh, really?
Golden Globe ratings looking like all-time low for NBC in early numbers. That's a recurring headline. Every year it's a new all-time low, right?
That guy who wrote the piece, it said he felt like he was watching the death of Hollywood in front of his very eyes. I thought that's probably true. I mean, the tech glitches alone were terrible. But Howie, you just
Speaking
broke your
of tech
promise.
glitches, we're off the air in Springfield right now, WHYN. I wrote my most popular Western Mass column in years, Grace, and so we go off the air.
I know.
It's just a truck hit something, right, Jared?
Yeah, there's an auto accident that downed a utility pole, which is causing some problems.
Your Western Mass.
Why me?
Back on.
Why me? I was taken out by the hacks at the Hampden County Retirement Board. They knocked me off the air after that scathing column I wrote.
Well, don't worry, Howie, because there's a lot of hate out there, and we're going to get to it right now. Howie kind of gave me an easy day because last week he posted a black and white photo of himself from what decade, Howie? Was it the 70s?
The 80s. That was the
80s.
Yes.
And he looks rather dapper in it. His tie's a little bit crooked, but the hair is pre-blonde phase. And, you got some comments, Howie, from this tweet.
Yes, I know. I saw some of them. They were not kind. Mostly.
They weren't. This person, Michael Aquino, says, Howie, you look like a serial killer in that picture.
Everybody looks. What does a serial killer look like? That could be my only defense.
Yeah, in your defense, almost all pictures from the 70s and 80s look like serial killer pictures. Another person says, Howie made a fortune off of the Bulgers and the Kennedys. Now he is morphed into Mar-a-Lago Howie. Sad. He used to be so good. Now he is a hack for the Trumpsters. He is exactly what he used to rail against, a bought and paid for hack.
What does that have to do with my picture?
Yeah, you're like, do you like the picture or not? Another person, Howie, and this is a voicemail. I'm going to switch over to voicemails. This woman calls in a lot. She really doesn't get that a fan favorite of this show is Howie ripping on Charlie Baker, or as we like to call him, Charlie Parker. I'm convinced she works for Charlie Baker. This is Hate Mail 1.
Hey there, try to go the first hour without complaining about Charlie Baker. Give people something to think about that's not just Howie's.
Would you care to respond, Captain?
Yeah, let's play cut 36 just to really irritate her. This is Charlie Parker this afternoon or this morning in Mattapan.
Informal gatherings have usually very few rules. They can last 2, 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours.
No.
The length of whatever the event might be.
How about a riot?
The mobility between and among people in informal gatherings is usually far more significant than it is based on the rules that we have in place with regard to how things are supposed to happen in more structured settings. People
like
share
a riot
food, people
on
share
Tremont
drinks.
Street.
Nobody wears a mask, generally speaking, in any informal gathering.
No, they do when they're right when they throw the cinder block through the plate glass window and they do the smash and grab for whatever is inside the store, Charlie. So does the informal gathering include shooting at police officers on Tremont Street? You thought that was fine. You said that was people exercising their First Amendment rights to gather. You didn't care about not having masks then. Now you're very concerned.
To that woman who left the voicemail, it would seem that Howie is not heeding your advice and he is completely ignoring it. By the way, guys, Hate Mail Monday.
But I always use new stuff, Grace. That's the thing. I always have new material, right? That was just a couple of hours ago.
Well, I mean, Howie, I don't even get it. I mean, if you have a plethora of sound cuts and material to go after someone with, we're conservative radio hosts. What are we going to do? We're going to sit here and talk about what?
I know. Exactly. We got a lot more cuts to play too, by the way, tonight. We'll play them later on in the show.
So to that lady, if you're out there, enjoy. Guys, Hate Mail Monday is brought to you by Piantadosi Baking Company, celebrating over 100 years of baking excellence since 1916. I had a delicious Piantadosi sub roll last night with just a delicious sausage and pepper and onions. Awesome. All right,
I gotta play one more, Grace. I gotta play one more.
Geez, you're punishing this woman. Go ahead.
Cut 37.
Well, I think the big thing associated with the website is twofold. Number one, to have more vaccine so that fewer people have to go on the site and find out that their number is 68,455 in line. That will be a function, hopefully, of having additional capacity along the way.
Grace, does he understand that most people in Massachusetts, if they found themselves number 68,455 in line, they'd say, wow, I'm doing a lot better than I was yesterday.
I'm moving on up in the world.
Moving on up to the east side.
We finally got a piece of the Charlie Baker pie.
That's right.
Okay, Howie. So I want to go back here really quickly to your photo that you put up because, like I said, there was no shortage of responses.
Maybe we should retweet the photo just so in case people missed it.
Maybe. That is a maybe from me. Another person says, what a nerd. Oops, stud. I meant stud.
Yeah, you did. That's what you meant. It's either two 4-letter words. They have the final letter is the same. I could see that. She made a mistake.
Another person says, how long has the mailroom manager been having sight problems?
I beg your pardon.
And my favorite one is, I can smell the stench of cigs and coffee breath from this picture. Okay, back to the voicemails.
Do you realize that where I was sitting now, Grace, is now upscale apartments for fine living in the South End, or it was fine living in the South End until the panic began almost a year ago.
I mean, I could have made that guess that wherever you were is now an apartment building. Let's play.
It's not a factory, that's for sure.
Let's play. This is someone, Howie, doesn't enjoy all of your references as much as most of us do. This is cut 4.
Can you let us know, for those of us who are under 75 years old, who Sergeant Schultz is? No one knows half your references, Howie.
That guy doesn't sound much younger than me, by the way. I have a feeling he knows who Sergeant Schultz is.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
He does not know who Sergeant Schultz is. He knows nothing, Howie.
Did you know, Grace? I once had Colonel Klink as a guest on the show, and he actually stayed in the bar after his appearance ended, and proceeded to get snookered and began heckling me later in the show.
Oh my God!
He was a moonbat.
I feel like I would like him. He sounds like a
but
cool
then
guy.
I said, "Come back up here, Colonel Klink," and he didn't want to. He was afraid that was like being sent to the Eastern Front.
Howie.
Okay, let's do this is Howie. As you know, I too am getting a lot of hate these days. To introduce my hateful comments on my last Herald column, let's do cut 3.
Balloonhead, all of a sudden now you're a journalist? You went to school and paid a lot of money to play pretend. Remember? Then go do it.
I'm not a journalist, but I play one on TV.
What's wrong with playing pretend?
No, exactly. I love my theater major. I mean, it's gotten me pretty good so far.
Golden Globes likes to pretend that people are watching their show every year.
Exactly. Another person, Howie, you always manage to show up in my hate mail comments. This is on my column that's posted in the Boston Herald today. A month into the Biden presidency, and as expected, the lightweight sniping is in full swing from poor doomed Grace. She tries to be a mini Howie. She's way over her head with this aggrievement fluff piece, which, as usual, is all over the map. One big wheel spin. Grace, do something else before it's too late. That's the common theme, is like, do something else before it's too late. It's too late. I mean, my name is out there. If you Google me, I'm a conservative at this point. I'm canceled. Rowdy Dowdy says, these rich, conceited Hollywood blowhards from this poor, conceited Boston blowhard. That would be me. And Howie, there's another person out there who left a voicemail, is not amused by you. This is cut 5.
I just want to get this off my chest. And you should not call the program a show. It's a session, childish program, and you complain about things you know absolutely nothing about.
Rebuttal?
I know plenty about Biden voters, and you are one.
Yeah.
Get off your damn couch and go back to work, you lazy, parasitical leech off me and the rest of the tax-paying public. How's that?
Howie, that was beautiful. Thank you so much for letting me tell everyone the hate mail of today, brought to you by Pantadosi Baking Company. And Howie, if you could, to lighten my load here, if you could maybe tweet out a photo of you, out and about, or maybe an old photo of you, anything that you can put on social media will probably garner some good responses.
All right. Okay. If you missed that, we'll try to find that picture again and tweet it out one more time, just in case.
I thought it was a good picture, honestly. I thought it was a very cute picture.
When Anthony Amore told me about it, at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, and I looked at it and I said, this actually I look kind of decent. And I didn't think that the cigarette and coffee fumes were coming off me in that picture, but I guess I was wrong about that, Grace.
A lot of people say, and this is kind of a compliment, they say that you Benjamin buttoned. So you're getting better looking as you get older, which is a compliment. But I mean, past Howie would not enjoy being told that.
That's right. That's right, Grace. And by the way, you've still got a few of those gifts. Speaking of Benjamin Button, you still got a few of those gift certificates left to sell on HowieCarrShow.com.
Yes,
click on store.
To Lake Cosmetics Institute. It's in New Hampshire, and you guys should definitely check that out because they do Botox, and Botox can be very expensive. Mm-hmm. And all of the people there are fabulous. Jennifer's there, and I've gone to Jennifer. She's so good. She's so professional, and you will not regret it. But jump on that now. I think there's either like 5 or 6, so they're going to probably sell out by the end of the day. So go to HowieCarrshow.com and click on store to get those. It's $50 value, but you only pay $25.
And it's good. So you can be Benjamin Button too.
Yes. Who doesn't want to be Benjamin Button? I'm trying to be Benjamin
And it's
Button.
kind of a sad ending, though, actually, the movie. But until that point, it's pretty interesting. Entertaining
Until that
stuff.
point, Howie was like, damn, I'm jealous of this guy.
All right. Thank you, Grace.
Thanks, Howie.
All right. Hit refresh on your dinner routine with HelloFresh. Right now, you could take advantage of a new limited time offer and see why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh delivers simple recipes and high quality ingredients picked at the peak of ripeness, so they're bursting with flavor by the time they reach your doorstep. HelloFresh cuts out stressful meal planning and grocery store trips, so you can enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in about a half hour or less. Try their 10 to 20-minute meals, low prep recipes, quick breakfast and lunch, perfect for your busy schedule. Just ask Jared. He's doing double duty this week, and he's going to work a lot harder. He says, "Do you have time? You don't have time to go to the grocery store this week, do you, Jared?"
I do not. I am here working 12 hours a day for you, Captain.
Thank you.
No, I don't have a chance to get there. And the box actually showed up yesterday, which is great. You can plan out for the week. I'm doing the 3-meal plan, so I get 3 meals a week. Tonight is going to be chicken, sausage, vegetable tagine. I'm very excited.
That's very good. You're going to enjoy it too. And again, it's going to mean you don't have to stop at the supermarket and deal with Karen and the one-way aisles and the masks and people saying, "Kid, don't get so near to me in that checkout counter line." That's as good as the food is. Not going to the supermarket is almost as valuable when you get to HelloFresh. HelloFresh offers more than 25 recipes each week, so there's something for all to enjoy. All designed and tested by professional chefs and nutritional experts to ensure deliciousness and simplicity, as Jared will be able to tell us tomorrow when he has his first meal. Over 4 out of 5 HelloFresh customers say HelloFresh helps them lead a healthier lifestyle with delicious, low-calorie, carb-smart, and vegetarian options each week. Get better value. HelloFresh is 28% cheaper than shopping at your local grocery store. This is according to Zagat's dining survey, and 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal without sacrificing any of the quality. Go to HelloFresh.com/Howie12 and use code Howie12 for 12 free meals. That's as good a deal as you're ever going to get, including free shipping for a limited time only. That's HelloFresh.com/Howie12 and use code Howie12 for 12 free meals. I'm Howie Carr.
Want more Howie? Click the Howie Cam on HowieCarrshow.com.